Final section. Her shirt doesn't matter, not even her fiery river of hair. Her eyes lift, cardboard to mirror and back, portrait of the maker drawing. Her chalked, archaic half-smile sees what she is, what we are, we who were living, we who were still to come. Fanny. The title moves into the first line to complete the sentence. Fanny praised God, aleph by aleph, on the one page of her one book, signed her citizenship with X, pressed wells into dough with the heel of her hand, oil and salt her elements, well of onions her bread signature. She herself a well, 9 bodies from one. Stood into her 70s, Oxford's elastic stockings, satiny girdle to hold flesh in place. Just now I saw her in my mirror, worn teeth and claws, old country eyes. Or did some stranger look at me with mercy, her wind-bent beach chair planted in rocks? My grandmother used to go to Winthrop Beach outside of Boston every summer and rent a little shack. And there's no sand on that beach. It's nothing but little boulders and dig your chair into it. Mozart's Songbook. Outside on Fremont Ave, black snow, and no such thing as a white wig or a love-struck violet who sings his heart out. My lungs ached, huge with breath and the harsh sweetness of strange words, Weilchen, Mädchen. My brother spoke them to show how my tongue was a gate that could open secrets. He pressed keys part way to draw softest sounds from the upright, and what he loved, I loved. That was my whole faith then. And the same piano that appeared in that one appears in this one, but the scene is decades later. No one wants them. It stood in the half-empty parlor, heavy-footed, 700 pounds, old dark body, lighter where claws had sharpened against its side. Dust wheeled in a downdraft. The auctioneer was saying he couldn't give it away. No one wants them, filling his van with old cracked things. Hard to get any value out of this house, as he slid brass bed rails behind a slotted plate, behind a slotted plate stand. I kept my mouth shut. He couldn't give a shit for the speech of angels. All it needed was new felt for the hammers. Someone, a kid, could learn on it. Or the nursing home, tall pines. I cleaned ivory keys, offered free delivery. The Christian teacher wanted it for her son, whey-faced and mute in his father's grasp, while she tried some chords. We're sorry. The tuner put on his black cap after 5 minutes. The keys were plastic. Tuning could snap old wires, etc. I made the phone call then, and a kind man came with a yellow block. I paid him to take it in his truck to sink to earth in the Camden dump. That was August. It will rot in winter. Order. There are 2 voices, or there is a voice in the poem, and then the speaker, me, comes in. Order. Don't talk to me. He's sifting papers heaped like leaves. He takes one from a creased envelope and puts it back. How did he drag the spare fridge from the shed when the White Hulk died? After the dump run, maybe you'll see my grouse. She comes close to the car and scolds me. She's trying to teach me grouse. Food blackens in the warm fridge. I sidestep salvaged lumber, open the back door. I'm looking for the ruffed bird, begging the air. The disappearance. The phrase black hole, referring to a mouth, comes into the last line, but it also has some connection in my mind to the fact that my brother was a science fiction novelist who wrote about black holes and did all the, knew the physics behind what he was writing. The disappearance. Twice, Donald did something with his mouth I hadn't seen before. Old baby grin. His eyes locked on mine as the joke lawyer ran down ifs, if nots, hope nots, billable. Which Dickens he was, I don't know. Heap or Tulkinghorn or nothing more vile than flat eyes and a tight tie. Donald was mute, his mouth making the strange smile as he walked his stick down a steep street. Gin on an empty stomach and he was out, mechanically shoveling in haddock. 3 times I asked, "Are you okay? Can you hear me?" And his hand poked fries into his mouth. Speechless black hole, I wish were fiction. I'm going to read 3 more short poems to end. Singapore. Ice clouds rose in a glass. A ghost mushroom floated in clear broth. Eel-streaked pillows of eggplant like our flesh. The marina darkened under its gemstone necklace. A flash turned a child rising from the pool fungus white. Many-mouthed quiet, Malay, Mandarin, Singlish, Tamil. I hardly know where I am, tasting green Cambodian fire, opening a hinged valve to its scar, swallowing silk. That was an oyster that tasted like silk. This poem is titled A Father, but for once it's not about my father. It's a father. Again, the title moves into the first line. A father who'd put down the drink, decades of shouting coiled in quiet, sat forward on his folding chair. What should he do about the son who wouldn't speak, who posted, "I wish he were dead"? I offered one of our bromides, and he stared, twisting fingers and lips. Where was the angel to lift him by the hair as he twisted in the vernal current? If I have wings, they're dog's wings. My old body, a dog's, floating over the cold eye. And finally, this one has some rhymes in it. Don't be surprised. Okay. Well, they sometimes sound strange to us these days, so I thought I'd warn you. Okay. Cold air. I lost a small wool child that fit my swollen hand as close as one I'd lost before. Smooth leather with a useless clasp, mine for a week. It fell without a cry and blew to limbo. I looked back up the sloping street, too late to retrace my steps. But let me tell you about my hand, its joy at being naked again. Touched by such cold air, I no more needed anything. Will there be time, the thought blew past, to own another pair?
Thank you, Joan.